You also talked about tariffs causing a one-time price increase. Should American household consumers expect that inflation will continue to go up this year because of those tariffs?
So the basic expectation is that there will be some additional increase in inflation because it takes a while for tariffs to work their way through the production chain and finally get to consumers. And we see this now from the tariffs that were put in place now many months ago. We see those effects, but if you put tariffs in effect, and they've been coming into effect consistently in February, March, April, May, and that's all happening. So that'll continue to happen for some time, probably into the spring. These are not big increases, though. These are a tenth or so on inflation. They may be big increases on a particular product that's been tariffed, but overall, these are fairly modest. I think some projections go, we're at 2.8% inflation. You might get 2 or 3 more tenths or 4 more tenths maybe. But then, as all of the tariffs are in, they stop generating inflation. You've had a one-time price increase. As long as you're not, at least this is the theory, this is how we believe and hope that it will work out. Once the last tariff is put on something, at that point, it becomes a higher price level, but it stops going up, if you will. Prices stop going up. They'll just be at that level. And then measured inflation will come back down to non-tariff inflation. As I mentioned, non-tariff inflation is not so far from 2% now. Now, consumers are not interested in that story. Their prices are higher. More than that, the reason they're so unhappy about inflation is the inflation that we had in 2021, 2, and 3. Because you can say that prices aren't going up as much, but that doesn't mean people aren't feeling those higher prices from the inflation we had 2 or 3 years ago. They are, and that's, I think, a large part of why the public, if you sample people, inflation is still very much making people quite unhappy. Even, and it's nice that, that prices are not going up as fast as they were, but they're still much higher than they were. And it'll take some time for that effect to wear off. As real incomes rise, it will feel better over time, but that's going to take time.